Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here on the channel, and I'm here to talk about the Cup race today in Mexico City. The third stage was pretty boring. I'll just start with that. It's pretty boring. Like, the field got spread out. I think it was like 55 lap stage. Just kind of got boring. But the first two stages, you know, in the rain, chaos, stuff was happening all over the place. It was pretty fun to watch. SVG dominated. He won by like 16 seconds. He was clearly the fastest car. I mean, is that coming to a surprise? I mean, I could sit here and talk about, oh, SVG shouldn't be in the playoffs. He was 32nd in points or whatever, but I feel it'd just be a nauseating argument. And there's no point in me complaining about it. I mean, I've complained about it in the past. And I don't want to be labeled as a complainer. Because the race was actually pretty solid. And I like SVG, so it is what it is. But the winning you're in, I've not liked it. But I guess NASCAR does. I mean, yes, I feel like it impacts the entire season, the perception of the sport, you know, in the playoffs. People continue to bitch about it, but I could, because I don't like the playoffs, but it is what it is. But, I mean, if you guys don't want to talk about the playoffs, you don't have to swear like you're acting like someone's holding a gun to your heads and forcing you to talk about it. Do I hate the playoffs? Yes, but I don't sit here and just talk about it unless it's the championship and there's an undeserving champion. But that's all the TV and media people talk about, like with NASCAR though. Remember last year, Harrison at Daytona, his first win, Wood Brothers 100th? Nope, he's in the playoffs. The fact that it was their 100th win was basically nothing to them, except, oh, they're in the playoffs. But, I don't know what else to say, man. The winning you're in, I've just never been a fan of the winning you're in, especially for guys like that, but the winning you're in is probably one of the worst rules NASCAR has. And people, if you want to be angry, okay, fine, but it shouldn't be directed at SVG. He's just playing the game, man. That's why Trackhouse got him there. Because there's like, how many road courses? 4? So, he's just playing the game, man. I mean, yes, a 32nd, 33rd place driver in points gets to compete for a title in air quotes, because you know it's not going to happen. I mean, yes, people laugh at the sport in the modern form, but it was the only road course. If this was the only road course, I guess it would be ridiculous. However, there's a very good chance there's a few more left and he could win those too. He's not competing for the championship. But I will say, you can say, oh, there's better cars that will miss the playoffs. Well, maybe they should win or something. I don't know, man. And even if they got in the playoffs, they probably wouldn't be the people that would just barely get in the playoffs. Let's not act like they would contend either. But I'm sure he'll win more the other road courses. But this is basically his rookie season. He started to show signs of improvement over the last few weeks, especially on the ovals. He started to improve on those. So he can win some more road courses and stack some points. But then in the 16-second lead and was an ass whooping. But if you're just gonna bitch about it, he handed the beat down to the field by 16 seconds. And the point of racing is to win. And he's a rookie, and Trackhouse really hasn't been great besides Chastain, so I'm just glad NASCAR actually let this play out and there wasn't some caution that come out, so But yeah, enough talking about that. I mean, I just talk about the playoffs is just nauseating to me. So, Ricky Stenhouse got into it again. Ricky Stenhouse and Carson Hocevar got into it again. I think Hocevar spun him out or something. And he went over to talk to him after the race. He said, "I told him I was going to beat his ass once we got back to the States." Yeah, they've had a lot of issues lately. Nashville, I think, was on Ricky where he cut him off and wrecked himself. This one's just Hocevar being Hocevar. Will he follow through? Probably not. NASCAR drivers say this all the time and they don't do anything. So, I thought what was funny, Josh Berry back there was just looking. But yeah, the race was actually pretty solid. The first two stages, like, there was a bunch of action, a bunch of chaos. The race starts especially like 3 wide, 3, 4 wide. We're just insane. I mean, I was kind of hoping for a caution there at the end. But I'm just glad Chase got a top 5. And the race, some people were complaining that it was too long, but I thought it was about a normal length probably for a NASCAR race. I mean, I guess it was a bit long for a road course, I guess. But I thought it was fine. 100 laps. The thing that hurts is the stage breaks. I'll continue to say that, but Ty Gibbs was actually up there to challenge until a badly timed caution. But yeah, let's go over the finishing results. So actually, the race, I'll give it a solid 6.5 out of 10. It probably would have been higher if Stage 3 had a little more action. But let's go over the results here. SVG first, Bale second, Elliott third. Finally, good result. Got a top 5. Car was actually pretty good throughout this weekend, so good top 5 finish. Alex Bowman 4th, Michael McDowell 5th, John Hunter Nemechek 6th, Chase Briscoe 7th, Cole Custer 8th, William Byron 9th, and Chris Buescher rounds at the top 10. Ty Gibbs 11th, actually ran pretty good all day, but badly timed caution, and I think he stayed about probably like 8th, and then somewhere 7th, 8th, but he fell back, lost a few spots. Bubba 12th, Allmendinger 13th, Blaney 14th, Priest 15th, Chastain 16th, Eric Jones 17th, Cindric 18th, Suarez 19th, and Tyler Reddick around top 20. He had a pretty bad weekend for a guy that's, I think, good on road courses. Joey Logano 21st, Todd Gillen 22nd, Ryan Truex 23rd, Justin Haley 24th. He was involved in an incident. Brad Keselowski 25th, Josh Berry 26th, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. 27th, Austin Dillon 20th, Riley Herbst 29th, around top 30s Noah Gragson, 31st Cody Ware, 32nd Catherine Lay, Ty Dillon 33rd, Carson Hocevar 34th, Zane Smith 35th, Kyle Larson 36th. He was involved in that incident with Kyle Busch. He actually still had the fastest lap. They come back out and got the fastest lap, and Kyle Busch 37th and last. So let's go over my notes here on that shit. So, yellow for rain to start the race because of course. And then we had a big crash. Kyle Busch, I don't know what happened, wheel hopped or something under braking. Took out Justin Haley, Kyle Larson, AJ Allmendinger, and I think a few others got a piece of it. And then Priest wins stage 1, so he got a playoff point. Stage 2, Todd Gillen spins. Truex spins. There was just inconsistencies with the cautions. Like, Todd Gillen spinning wasn't a caution, but Truex was, and Hocevar spun and was a caution. I know those are a dangerous area of the track where those guys spun, but all 3 of them should be cautions. Not 2 of them a caution, 1 no caution. Stage 3, I don't think much happened besides Hocevar spinning, and that was it. Then SVG just dominated the rest of the way. But yeah, I thought Mexico City was pretty good this weekend. The Xfinity race was really good, and I thought the Cup race was pretty decent as well. Or not just decent, I thought it was solid. The rain provided some chaos, but once it dried up, yeah, not really like. great. At least with Chase, probably wouldn't have been able to beat SVG over a long run, even with equal circumstances, but they were absolutely the second fastest. And he was catching the 20 last few laps, but he was good. And Ty Gibbs, though, has the mentality and race IQ of a fucking rock. Dude, Chase passed Ross, and then Ty couldn't pass Ross, and then he fell back. That was funny, but yeah, that's really all I'll say here. Check some out. Peace.